Eccoci qua, buongiorno a tutti, Emanuele Nusca con voi, The Politicator. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, 23rd of October, 2025. Yeah. English and Italian, it's a mess. We are all mixed up. Siamo tutti mixati. Quindi cerchiamo di farlo un po' in due lingue questo grande annuncio, perché oggi è il giorno, today is the day, oggi è il giorno del rilascio della prima edizione, della prima versione, della prima appunto messa in pubblico del quanto di informazione più potente che c'è appunto di questo libro che riguarda l'UIS, Universal Identification System, questo sistema di identificazione universale che è spiegato appunto, is told, in questo libro, Il quanto di conoscenza per essere terrestri, questo è il suo vero titolo, quindi sarà disponibile anche in inglese, in English, The Quantum of Knowledge to be Terrestrials, in spite of the fact that the English version is not completed in the translation. So, to start with, we will have the English readers will have the first 8 chapters available. Of course, the price will be smaller, but why I'm publishing the book in English as well, without being fully translated, because this is not only a book, this is a manual. Questo è un manuale anche di questo progetto UIS. So l'informazione contenuta in esso, the information which is contained in this book, and the book itself will be the start of the project. And this is a project that is launched all over the planet, basically. So everyone needs to be able to know at the same time. They need the possibilities to start at the same time with the knowledge. And as well acquiring the manual, because this will happen on a blockchain. The Universal Identification System can only exist and use a blockchain. Il sistema di identificazione universale può solo essere usato e insistere ed esistere su una specifica blockchain. Da qui, hence, we are going to use BSV, the Bitcoin Original Protocol, to sell the book. You will not find this book on Amazon, on others portals and whatever else. You will only be able to acquire this on this platform, uis.world, quindi lo troverete solo su questa piattaforma e ovviamente alla voce store. Ma prima di andare allo store, before to go into the store, I would like to tell a little bit of this website, because this is the really start of the UIS idea and project. And by the way, all the important information are public and published. Okay, so read the scientific papers that I wrote and released that told about everything about the project. Quindi scaricate i paper Italian English dual version. So the project is starting in Italian language. Of course, I'm Italian, so I wrote everything, the book and the papers, in Italian. But the scientific paper, which is the heart of the matter of the project, are available to be downloaded in for free, of course, and in these 2 languages for now. And so the book. But to acquire the book, which is also the manual of the UIS, you need to spend or exchange, if you will, which is a better term, or an alternative term to spend, but by the way, is synonym, your Bitcoin SV. So you will go in the store now. This is an example thing. Okay, you will find the English version and the Italian version. So you will be able to acquire this only via BSV and only on this website. Why this? Because of course you will have later on, not on the purchase, but later on we will issue an NFTs, various NFTs editions following the book, because the book manual is founding the UIS. I gifted the book, the content of the book, to this idea, to the UIS basically. So the UIS now is funding itself via this book, so to give a proof of action. So we have resources, tools, because we did the proof of work. We are working on this since, I personally am working on this since 2012, and you find all my history online. But we already have tools developed that we can use on the blockchain. We can save files on blockchain. We can timestamp the files on blockchain. You can do it basically almost for free. I personally developed 3 instances of the perfect choice and the dual vote system. We have a bot that you can use on Telegram, and another bot, which is basically looks like the same exactly thing, but you can certify your votes via BSV, via a wallet. So we already developed and released many things because it's been years that we are in the field of the original Bitcoin. So now it's time, by the way, to make a difference, because we are presenting ourselves. I'm presenting myself as a terrestrial human being, and the universal identification system is not my project, is not a DAO, is not something like we used to think before. So this is a new jurisdiction that is going to exist, and we terrestrials are the creators basically of this. And so it's a pretty complicated system, but it's a Turing should be a Turing complete political social system, because you can really do everything into it. We have a lot of scientific, philosophical, spiritual laws interconnected and interlocked among them. So it's really difficult to challenge this project as well. So try to do that by reading the book, because I really want to debate about this idea that I put all together within this book that is coming out after 15 years basically of my personal works, that you have traced online on my YouTube, on my other thousands of posts and publications on my websites and on socials about this matter: politics, money, social issues. This is it. And so this is very important, because it's going to join all the dots. We are connecting the dots of all these matters. Okay, I will show you later tonight the the titles. I will show something about the book tonight, because yes, I'm here to announce tonight a live show around 20 and 27 Italian time, Central European time, 2027 this evening. So you will find at that time the book ready to buy in the store that is actually empty. You see, we are testing things. So another thing here, because the developers are really operating on the site by the moment. So yeah, everything is really ready and working under your very eyes. And this is a part of the revelation that is happening on Earth, because many times I said the revelation is, what is the revelation? Is the understanding, is the much more understanding of truth, where we are, who we are, what we are doing, what we want to do. So this is coming clearer and clearer by the time. And me myself, since I'm into this, I'm putting out instruments to foster the innovation and to improve our social paradigm. About each and every aspect. So I would like to debate. Everything is contained in the book and in the papers that, once again, you will find in the UIS website, read the book or scientific papers here. Okay, you go and download the papers. It's 9 papers. It's pretty complicated things. I wrote this with the help of the AI, let's say, but I asked the AI to debate and challenge me on anything I wrote, and this in the idea, basically. So on the book, you will read all these discourses, all the debates among me and two AIs, basically Grok and ChatGPT, that at some point I also make them talking together to see if they agree on what each other we are talking, like it is a public conversation about these pivotal topics that now terrestrials need to address once and for all, and they are explained and addressed within the book. So there is no mystery anymore on what politics is, on what a terrestrial human being is, on the fact that we can quantize, because there is a new kind of quantum theory, but this is not affecting technologies. This is about human technology quantum, because I'm talking here about the quantum of money, the quantum of karma, the quantum of attention, information, will, knowledge, and physical force as well. So all this is the new theory that is written in, for example, in paper number 7. And then you have paper number 6 that is just about the perfect choice and the dual voting system, a new revolutionary voting system based on dual vote, +1 and -1. You find the user manual on lasceltaperfetta.it or theperfectchoice.eu. You want to look for the manuals. I will show you the manual. Yeah, it's easy to find for you in English as well. This is the Italian website. It's pretty tricky, but it's easy to find when you have open. Yeah. By the way, the manual is translated in 16 languages since 2015. Is basically available for the knowledge of the world. So it's been years that this thing is out, but now, yeah, that's why now times are changed, and because this is interlocked to the blockchain, to the Bitcoin story, to the politics, to the understanding of the legal framework of the world, basically. That's why we have the definition of the terrestrial human being. This is another website with the definition, and this is translated in 3 languages. So all these things that I released and I basically perfected within the last more than 10 years are now all together binding in this epic book that is, by the way, 300,000 words altogether. So it's about more than 800 pages of a normal size book, so to speak. So it will be a huge book. And yeah, the title is The Quantum of Knowledge to be Terrestrial. So if you have some questions, please, from the I see someone is watching here and there. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Please put a like and share if you want, because this information really affects you and will affect anyone on Earth, because it's time to reveal the truth and everyone has to do their part, and this is my part of the job. So please, the truth seekers around the world are really welcome to challenge anytime what is written in the papers, once again, that you find on the Universal Identity System website, uis.world, and everything else, yes, you can find, you can debate anytime, ask information. We are building more and more every day. We are releasing the website. So, and tonight I will have another live streams on the same channels here. So please follow and share if you want. And you will have the possibilities to buy the book manual for the first time and be among the first that will have done this action. And remember, you will also sustain the project, and you will have the NFT of the book. So the book, this is a digital copy, yes, but every digital copy is justified by the certificate. You cannot resell the digital copy or copy and send to someone else, because otherwise you are committing fraud, and you will know, you will feel this weight on your heart, because you will know that at some point this can be discovered, because the people, the third party that will have the file of the book, but not just because of the book, because I'm explaining the mechanic that is applicable to everything on the blockchain, right? With this digital certificate, call it NFT, call it ordinals, call it smart contracts, call it however you are. We have proofs with the blockchain. So if someone in the world will ever show the file of the book in his possess without the ordinal or the NFT certificate within the wallet, it means that someone else break the contract he signed at the first place when he bought the book, because he's basically duplicating the book and giving to others with no permission, because this is not allowed. If they want the book, or you buy a copy and you gift them, so you give them the certificate as well that justify the copy. Even if you read it, you want to give the book that you read it, yes, you can do it, but you have to give the people that you are sending the PDF of the book the certificate. Otherwise, that is not, you're not really giving away your book. You are giving away the content of the book that is not allowed. Okay. So, and this kind of action is just to explain once again, and furthermore, with the material meaning, the book, whether it's digital. You see now the digital is becoming also material, because it's not a matter of the device, so to speak, anymore. Doesn't matter if it's paper or if it's a chip make and that works with electricity. The book, you still have to go grab it, keep it clean on a shelf, keep it in time. You know, you have to manually read. It's the same. It's still some energy in use in time. So the chip is the same. You disconnect the chip, you don't even use power, and is even safer to keep than a book, and smaller. So within a chip you can have thousands of books, right? But you have to keep it. And in the moment you want to get the information, as well as you want to open manually with the energies of your body the book itself, you must use the energy of the laptop and the fingers to open the book itself. So we are coming to this understanding. It's all about understanding the UIS primarily. And then we have, of course, the project, the papers, the development, and also here in the updates page, you will find the timeline, a basic timeline where we are and where we are heading in 2027. That's why the book will cost 20 euros and 27 cents, because 2027 is the date. So from here to there, we want to demonstrate what we terrestrials are able to do together for the first time with a fully legal, honest, just, and mathematically provable, scientifically bomb-proof system, which is the UIS. And we have to develop from now on together, because I just put in place the foundation. You know, all these website and all these papers I released and all I did is like a small fractal of the Bitcoin story. It's like Satoshi did. In fact, it was my inspiration as well in my doing. Okay. And I can say I'm working along with him since even before I was aware of him. But now everyone can match the history, because what I'm doing is going on since 2012. So it's really more than 13 years that is going on. So now things are joining together. We are coming to discover who is who. I don't know him personally, and again, I saw many times. I think he's quite right, but it doesn't matter. Eventually, this will help to discover more truth for everybody, for everyone. So we want to explore now the information. We no longer want to preach the gospel. Okay, fuck the preach and embrace the truth, mathematically truth, and the proof of politics. Yes, here we are doing politics on earth. Finally, once and for all, coming out with our faces and names and whatever else in a properly legally better manner that will going to surpass what we have in place now, aka our states and corporations that runs the society. Yes, we want to run the societies in a better way. So the UIS basically is an improvement. The perfect choice, the terrestrials definition, whatever else are improvement of the old politics. But the old politics, by the way, doesn't want to improve itself. So we need to do it kind of externally from outside. And then we embrace the whole existing thing because it's old, is small, is corrupted, is weak, is done. So we are making basically a container, and then from there we sort out what we can save and what not, and from there we proceed. But again, it's not in contrast with what we have, is an improvement on what we have, because pieces of the UIS can be imported from the inside of the old mafia state political system. If who run the terrestrials that runs that once, if they want to do, I'm here since ages, but so I think they know that I'm here. They know the dual vote. They know the terrestrial definition because it's up since plus than 10 years, guys. This thing, not the website. The website came just 2-3 years ago, but on another website, we are discussing this publicly since more than 10 years. So now and the AI in the this is within the book. Is certifying all this. It's okay. Those are the best words that describe a terrestrial human being on Earth. The AI said. So now I want to see what the other terrestrials are saying, because everyone I'm encountering at the end of the debate with me, they agree. So now I want to bring this more public, and by the way, I'm building the application. We are building the application. We are many now terrestrial human beings that are recognizing ourselves to be as such as the definition said, and no longer citizens, I don't know, persons, whatever else. I am a terrestrial human being. Whatever else comes later is something that I created, and is a fictional character that operates in another fictional jurisdictions, which is always and will always be smaller than the terrestrial jurisdiction, because the terrestrial jurisdiction is the whole. It covers the whole and doesn't even need to be proclaimed. It just needs to be understood because it's in place since ever. So we are just discovering basically the UIS, and our actions with the other terrestrial is just an action of discovering more and more about the Earth itself and us itself, and the physical scientific systems of laws that are in place since ever on Earth. So eventually will always be in place because they regard the foundation of creation itself. So what happens in this revelation? We are now just understanding more and more, and this is happening in real time as I'm speaking, because it's now this period of time where we people are going to understand more and more and more about everything. So the universal identification system is an improvement of our social system that it must come somehow. Nonetheless, because what we have is corrupted, is weak, it's over, it's done, it's obsolete, it's exploited, it's perfected as its best moment of evolution, aka full shit. And that's how it was supposed to go, because that's nature. Look at the nature. Remember how things goes everywhere. They grow, they born, they grow, they rise, they become big, flourish, but then they start to get weak, get older, get bad. They will die because they need to allow the evolution of the things, not the human species, of everything works like this. And so the universe recycles itself. And we are doing basically the same. So now we are learning how to do this better, probably without killing ourselves. So that's why we need politics, and we need to practice politics, each one of us, terrestrial human being. That's why overall is a learning process. Go and read the papers. Once again, are free if you don't want to spend your worthful satoshis. But now this action of spending few satoshis is needed because we want to start. And you see, as you can see, every file is timestamp certificated on the blockchain. So we are showing here what we are doing with the proper instrument. This is all publicly legal 100% on earth, because everything we are doing is in full transparency. Okay, everything I'm doing at this point, because there's no one behind me. Everyone is either working on the UIS, they are working for themselves because they believe in the project. Yes, of course, for now I'm the spokesperson because I'm here. They have nothing to say on live. They don't care to be here on live. So if you care to debate, because we are many. We are many and we are different. People don't care to debate. Not all of them. We need to debate more, but no more, because someone agrees already. Someone doesn't agree, but we don't know if they do not debate. So that's why it's useful that the ones that do not agree, they are coming up to debate more than the ones that that are agreeing already. We're not looking for followers. We are looking now for true terrestrials that wants to change the world because they changed themselves already from citizen to something else, more elevated, more right, more just, more respectful to the truth of what it is, a terrestrial human being, first and foremost, that knows that life has some principles that are equal for everyone. So it's out of religion because it's science at this point. We have the meaning. That's why religions are in fight and they are going to end soon and quick, because they did their time. And now they are converging to the final fight that, to me, in my view, it's almost over. It's already over. We are there. It's over. It doesn't work anymore. The flag game, that's a flag game. We want to go out of the flag game. How to go out of the flag game? Elevate yourself. Look the earth from above. But you are still on earth, but look yourself from above. What are you doing? Are you waving a fucking flag on the street, or are you studying politics and dealing scientifically with problems? That time is over. Flag time is over. Propaganda time is over. Bullshit time is over. But you need to stop your personal bullshit time at the first place. So elevate yourself Stop to be a citizen, stop to be a leftist, a rightist, a centrist, whatever, you name it. Isms. Let's go out of the isms. Okay, let's embrace the truth. Let's embrace, if you want, the terrestrialism. Just launch another philosophy, but this is the latest. There are no more. Because as well, philosophy is a little bit like religions. Philosophers are terrestrials, but they don't want to admit. Everyone wants to create their new definition. Well, you can argue, you, Emanuele, you want to build your definition as well. You're telling us terrestrial human being. Yes, but first of all, this is based on pure science. It's not my idea. Overall, this was already dealt, this definition, with other people. It's not just my idea. It's not the theory of Emanuele. It pretends to be the truth for the terrestrials. That's why it's a political definition. And also, by the way, now after the book, also two AIs talking together, but well, at that time, because it's in the first chapter or whatever, they allowed this definition. And by the way, once again, now it's up to you. I put more than 10 years of my job on this to release this definition and debating with other people. What that is, terrestrial human being, right? But now, if for you is not right, you have a further improvement to this, just tell, contribute to this. For me and for many people and AI, this is perfect as it is. Okay, but if you have an improvement, just tell us. Okay, and let's cooperate together, because I do not pretend to have the final truth, but I want to discover it. But I have some of my truth, as each one has, but now we have to debate that, because the truth is objective. Otherwise, it's not truth. That's why I'm here to debate what I have, and I want you to try to destroy it. But if you cannot, don't be scared and don't run away, because the truth will stay there. So if you encountered this truth, don't fight it, embrace, okay? Cooperate to discover more. That's the aim of Emanuele Nusca, but once again, that's the aim of the universal identification system, what we are building, what I'm building, and I'm proposing now. And from tonight, you will have the possibility to acquire the Quantum of Knowledge to be Terrestrials, this huge book of 800 pages and 300,000 words. Unfortunately, the English version is just translated up to the 8th chapter, so which is about 1/6 of the book, but it's still 150 pages and are basically the most important part, and we have a lot to debate about those 8 chapters already. But if you want to know the rest, of course, I'm trying to work on the rest of the translation, because really this is full truth where I'm at. I'm looking for the right translator, because I'm alone, so I cannot proceed myself in translating. But since months, no one comes on as the right person to do the job of translation from English to from Italian to English, and as well with the use of the AI they have to do. So some of them, they're not able to use the AI, some of them don't want to do, but there are specific orders that I give to translate this book, because it's so important. So the translation, it has to be done with some specific and straightforward instructions. So if some of you is Italian and is able to do and wanted to be and willing to do this work, the UIS is paying as well in Bitcoin this work when you want to do it. So I think I said a lot in this live. I thank you very much. You 5 people is watching now. We have 4 or 5 people all the time. So if you have questions, please try to write something. I will check on X if someone commented there, because I'm not sure that on StreamYard I'm getting the the comments. Okay, there are no comments. Let's try to be. Hello. Let me check myself. Yes, it works. I send a message to myself, waving a message. Okay. So, if you want to be part of this, buy $50 of BSV today and be ready for tonight to spend $25 in dollars, because it's a little bit to buy the book, and you keep the rest in your wallet and see what happened, and share this. Share, make people like, subscribe. There is nothing to subscribe. Buy the book for now. Okay. Talk about this, explore about this, because it's true, it's real, it's happening. We are doing the universal identification system is basically the Bitcoin of politics, is the Bitcoin of votes, is the Bitcoin of the debates, is the Bitcoin of identities, it's the blockchain of all of these things, it's the blockchain of identities on Earth, it's the blockchain of politics, because yes, we have the right tools to exchange and to build a better future and to make decisions, contracts, laws, because we terrestrials, we need laws, but the laws that we are going to establish are for us at the first place. You are governing yourself within a state. There is not a state that must do something for you, because you must emanate, not in English, you must issue this fictional character, which is the state. The state is not there, does not exist, never existed, and never will exist in the matter. It only exists in your mind, because it's a legal contract, it's a framework, but you create that. With who? Well, with other people that is around you. That's why it's naturally created in the matter of fact. No matter how you proclaim, I am this flag, I am this flag, I'm fighting for this border, I move this. It's over. That game of parts, it's over, guys. Or it must be over. It's ending now in these years. Yes, and it's doing, of course, ramping up exponentially, because that's how it works. When a seed sprouts, it explodes, literally, because it inflates with water and it explodes, because otherwise the sprouts cannot go out. Think of a mother giving birth to his son or daughter. What happened? She explodes, literally. Unfortunately, she covers back. But it's a mess of a thing, a new birth, which is also coincident to the end of another thing. So now we are ending the old game. That's why it's huge. It's fractal, it's multidimensional, but it's also in one place at once, the Earth as a whole. It's not a matter of the Europe, United States, Italy, France, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Africa, Asia, whatever. No, now we are all connected, and we know that. We translate in everything on every language, so we now fucking know anything, or we can know anything. We have the AI that still has some problems, that can sort out, scramble, and fucking distill everything. So what you want more? Just tell me. Potatoes? You want to tell me that we have lack of food? We are polluted with what are the problems? Yeah, I'm here to solve, because I know that we are the creators of problems and we are the solvers if we want, because we are the creators of everything. We are the creators of our life itself. The whole universe, it creates itself, and fractally, even the terrestrials create itself within God, if you want, the whole. That's my vision of God, but I don't like to use these words, because it's not scientifically proved. The word God, what that is, everyone has his own opinion. And again, that's where every religion is fighting. So terrestrials do not fight over God. And it's not a religion because it's full pure science, how things happen. And when you don't know how things happen, that's where politics comes into place. Finish, over, there's nothing else. I gave you the full summary of the thing. So in the book, all this process is explained, how this happened, how this idea happened. So, and how I want to do this. I'm trying with all my power that I have to bring this improvement to the political social structures. Again, because we need to, we want to, I want to. So I say we who, terrestrials, human being. I'm one of the 8 billions and no one can say that I'm not. You see, I'm talking with irrefutable evidences. So you please start do it yourself. I gave you the right words to do. That's terrestrial human being, because it's the proper, better definition of what you are. If you're here listening this live, okay, you are understanding what I'm telling, why you should keep talking yourself as a US citizen, Italian citizen. Yes, you are there, but it's not precise. You precisely are, first and foremost, a terrestrial human being, because only terrestrial human beings can talk and say, I'm a citizen, or I am a terrestrial human being. But what that means, you don't know. So if you know, now you know, because I told and you understood. So whenever now you will identify yourself, that's why it's also a game of identification that we are going to solve. The actual political system, the mess that is created, is because the identification system, that in fact is the state, the documents. So I talked a lot. Please, guys, tell me something, show something, show a sign of appreciation, write something in the comments, ask something. I don't know. Help me, help you, please. I'm screaming, help me, because you help yourself. Because we are helping us debating about the truth. So, once again, tonight, for who is connecting now on this website, uis.world, you'll be able to buy the first. Who will be the first to buy the first of the first item? We don't know, but for sure that people will know. That people will know to be the first. Then he or she can be public later on and said, I was the first. Or better, he or she will know momentary, and later on we will release the NFTs of the purchases in time, for the first time in the history of the world and of the book. This has never happened. That's also why it's a collectible item, no matter what is. You don't like the whole philosophy, yes, you can also speculate on this. Fuck that. Why not? Because it works this way. So your actions belongs to you. I cannot prevent you do it. I cannot prevent. You should prevent yourself, but that's the key of the governance. Again, if you want to make law, remember the laws are for you first and the others. It's for us. Every law, it's for us. It's not the government that is imposing the laws to the people. No, it's us imposing laws over us. So you want to start to debate and do politics, or you want to keep suffer the actual structures? It's up to you. It's only up to you now. And I'm demonstrating in the book that it's only up to you or to me. But to me, no, because you see, I'm doing politics straight away here. So you cannot blaming me anymore. I'm building this proof of work for everyone. So And it's all in the words and in the doing, the daily doing, that it doesn't mean to stay online forever and for hours. That's my job. So you do your job. You must choose your. That's the thing. And share it in an organic way, because of course, if I'm doing this all days, I cannot be somewhere else doing something else. So that's why we have to cooperate. Wow, basic shit. From kindergarten school. Yes, that's where we need to start with the politics, from the kindergarten school, but without cheating on each other. And now we have all the meanings. Yes, because we have the dual vote, we have the terrestrial definition, we have the game of votes you will find on the papers. You have a lot. We have a lot. As terrestrials, we have all the scientific meanings that we need to improve our society. Technology, energy, bullshit. And remember, I was an electrician for the show business, 36 years. My life was into the electricity, lights is my passion. It was, so I know the stupidity of the propaganda that the mainframe system is giving to you. Just go and study electricity. It's simple, it's easy to generate. It's like catching water. It's like, again, you telling me, we are polluting water. We don't have water. No, we are polluting water. That's why we don't have, because we are mismanaging what we have, because we are acting stupidly. We want to cheat on each other on our basic goods. But water was always there on the planet. It was always the same fucking water circling. And now you know. So how can you miss water? How can you miss or have a lack of electrical power grid energy when energy is made of a magnet brushing over a piece of copper? That's where power comes from. You take a piece of copper and the magnet, you do this movement at the extremes of the copper, you have electricity. So you want to tell me that in 2025 we are not good enough to generate as much electricity we want, because we're not good enough to generate as much magnets moving with the copper, using everything we want? Come on. Okay, it's time to end these stupid lies that are easily debatable with a little bit of intellectual honesty and a little bit of information. If I could do it without any special PhDs, diplomas, and shit, everyone can do. And this I'm going to demonstrate as well. I'm the Gordon Ramsay, if you want, of the politics. If you have a will, you can become a chef. I will teach you, you can learn, you can do it. Yes, you will not be 3-star Michelin, but trust me, you will open a fucking restaurant and you will be do good. So if you learn the proper politics, the truth about it, and you want to apply yourself, you will do it. If you want to learn how energies are not the problem, but the problem of energies is political, you will do it. And I'm here to help. On the book is explained once again. So on my rants is explained since 6 years, and I'm here to explain more and more. Let's debate together, because also I know that many people is they're already in the knowledge on what I'm saying. But guys, now it's time to come out of the shields and present yourself on Earth as a terrestrial. So we build a broader group on Earth that we really see what is true and what is not on the matter, and so we will take the right decisions on what we want to develop as well, because technologies to produce energies at the end, and scientists are going to fight politically because we have too many systems to develop. So which one do you want? People is divided and is speculated, and they don't know, it's ignorant, so they are fighting among them, but the people is always paying at the end, and they build what they want. So now this is all explained. So please, I want to talk about the future, on what is going to happen on this solution I'm presenting. Okay, no longer about the past. Let's go straight into what those things are, what those tools are, and how to use those. But for this is important you put your questions and or you take your actions. So I will say hello for now. Thank you very much, everyone. Emanuele Nusca, Bebol Educator, here with you today and tonight, and possibly every day from now on, more and more. We're gonna fucking make it.